have never built kitchen cabinets before. I've never built any cabinet before. But somehow I decided the right place to learn would be inside my 1975 Airstream. So today I'm taking a stack of plywood and attempting to build an entire custom kitchen from scratch, which honestly feels a little insane. But if this works, it's going to completely change the entire space.
Well, ready? Go!
This feels like such a bad omen. It's the first piece and I'm already messing it up. Especially since I've used this the entire project and I've had no issues. Don't let my struggle bus in the next few clips deter you from this. It was 100% user error. I didn't make sure the set screws were in, and it caused a few issues.
Toe. Need a square. Please hold. Yes, it is very narrow. It is 1.5 inches, and that is because we are building for the furnace and an issue I caused. So, the problem is down at the bottom, 24 inches is more like 22 inches, and like that's a problem. So, because of 24 inches at the top, that's where your cabinet sits, that's where your countertop sits, so you have to make sure that that is the 24 inches, otherwise you have to buy weird cabinets or countertops. So, yeah. Here we are. Special cabinets with a teeny tiny toe kick. Just don't get too close. Kick a lot of things. So I took those all in and I set them on their spots. You guys wanna see? Look! There's a kitchen! There's a whole kitchen! Ooh, wait. Look! There's it with a fake top. It's not what's going on there, but it's a piece I had. We'll have a sink and a stove. The furnace goes there. All of the water is going to be under a platform there. Hot water heaters over here. Very little in the way of storage here. So that's why all of the other storage matters so much to me. That's so exciting. And then we got the pieces cut for that one. So we'll have a cabinet here as well. This will be a lot, oh, well, not really because it's got the wheel well, but this will be more storage. So now that these are cut to size, we need to assemble them really, which is adding bracing. And you're gonna put it together. Go ahead. Feel free. You don't want to do it for me?
And this is about how fast this goes, so I'm gonna skip a little bit of it.
I'm gonna work on this one now.
And also, we are still working on our camera placement issues. My bad.
I thought before we get too far down rabbit holes, I should actually make sure that it's level. And like up here, spot on, right in the middle. It's amazing. Back there it's a little, but I put it up on here. It's very clearly leaning towards the front, so like this piece needs to come up. No, it needs to go down. Alright, let's see if I can find exactly where we're like. That will probably be, yeah, it just progressively gets a little bit worse. Okay. Perfect. Mark where this wall is gonna go so that we can put the furnace in its place. And once we know what the furnace is, we're gonna cut the holes in the outer shell. And then we can cover that. That's pretty much where that's gonna go. And I think it's gonna be an utter nightmare to ever try and service. Better never break. Where are those directions?
I then proceed to read directions for hours in an attempt to figure out exactly how to place the holes.
This is quite the stressy of stressful. I hate this. All right. My brain cells just came up with is when we bring this back into place, I think it's going to be okay. that I lift it. We'll build up however high we need to go to get this here in the upper right corner. 12-volt power supply.
It was at this point that I realized I did need to move the power supply for the stove. It was no longer in the right cabinet.
Pull it back down. There we go. I don't love this. Well, there's no going back from that. Such a big hole. That was not clean. I hated that.
The audio did not join us on this section of the video, so here I am measuring to cover this spot where the old furnace was. There it is. And I'm cutting the holes from the other side so that they're exactly in the right spot. Then we're going to test fit it and see how high we need to go up from where we are to hit those spots. I'm realizing now that I might have built my platform a little small, but we'll see later. Sadly for you all, there are no fun rivet sounds for this, so sorry.
We are going to build a little bitty platform. Okay, they're done. Now we build platform. Should be very sturdy. Sturdy enough to hold the furnace up. Let's go find out. I've got two issues here. The first is I did not leave room here for the equivalent toe kick brace to go over here. The second is I am going to have to take a little bit off of the back to be able of this piece and this piece back against the wall, because I put that patch in. It is, I knew this was a possibility, and I knew that when I was doing everything that I might have to take a little bit off because that's not sitting flush right now. So then that would have to be cut even more. Decisions have been made and executed. We sanded these two down so they fit way better. And now we're going to cut off what is the equivalent of the toe kick and all the extra on this. And yeah, we should be ready to roll. All right, I think we're ready for the next steps. Unfortunately, I'm out of time. I think next steps are gonna have to be next time. So the decisions we've got done today are, we have the furnace and the holes cut and the furnace is ready to be placed. We have the cabinets and where they're going and they're ready to be placed, and all of their sizes are ready to go. We know where the sink is going, we know where the stove is going. And now, I don't know, I've got a few more decisions to make. Unfortunately, it's all I ever do. Oh, we know where the water's going. Not quite the entire placement today. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks.
Thank you for joining me on the first part of this kitchen build. If you want to see how it turns out, subscribe to follow along. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by.
I got my feet on a cloud and I